It's time for the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games at Southern Utah University in Cedar City. Register today to participate in the 40th anniversary season of a Utah sports tradition at utahsummergames.org. Participate in over 50 sports around the state. Then plan to join the opening ceremonies Friday, June 5th, presented by State Bank of Southern Utah. Register today to participate in the 40th anniversary season of the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games. Make game day yours. Tickets, food and drinks, stats, and streaming. Everything you need is in the Utah Mammoth app. Download today and make game night easy. Download on both Android and iPhone. Tusk Top.
With Rudy Gobert leading the way, along with 3 other former Jazz players on the team. Let's see a show of hands. Who's pulling for the Minnesota Timberwolves in these playoffs? Who wants them to upset the Spurs? Get back to a conference final.
Everybody.
Have a shot at the champs.
100%. Yeah, Rudy
That's
Gobert.
exactly what Brian says.
Rudy Gobert is the most.
Yes, I'm a Rudy fan forever.
He's the most popular ex-Jazz player of all time.
The Jazz should have traded Mitchell, not Rudy. Nothing against Donovan, incredible player, but not someone with generational impact on winning like Rudy.
Generational impact.
Seems overstated, doesn't it? Not to Barbara, who says, exactly.
Yeah. I think that Rudy is the most popular ex-Jazz player of all time. He's the GOAT.
Over Joe.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Which is another reason to root for the Timberwolves since he's there.
Yeah, but he didn't play.
No, he does not.
Joe's time is over. He knows it. Everybody knows it, but what a run it was. I think nobody overtakes Rudy when it comes to popularity.
Costa says, remember the Jazz fleeced Minnesota. Laughing, crying emojis, 2 clown emojis. That was somebody's take in a previous show, which we weren't buying.
What did they fleece them with? What did they get? Kessler? What else?
Kessler, draft picks in 25, 27, 29.
Yeah, so I don't know yet. I don't know what Kessler's going to turn into. I don't know what those draft picks are going to turn into. I don't know how Minnesota's going to be in 29. That's a big incomplete.
I think it's absolutely an incomplete for the Jazz. Some of those picks may end up being traded because they've traded away the lesser of the Cleveland and Minnesota picks. So depending on which team's better and which team's worse, that pick could be gone. So you got all that stuff to evaluate, and you got to let the guys they draft grow up or see who they trade them for. I think from the Minnesota perspective, it's a win, though. Man, coaches and GMs, if they don't get to the playoffs and win, they get fired. And now they've gotten to the playoffs and they've been winning, which Minnesota hadn't done in the previous, since when they, with Garnett, it'd be 20 years now. They had one trip to the Western Conference Final and then a whole lot of nothing after that. So I think it was a win, even if it doesn't get them a title. That's the kind of move you make. It makes your team better. It's measurable, and the owner gives you another contract.
Well, yeah, you get fired by going to the playoffs. But going to the playoffs is no secure commitment to keep your job.
As we just saw in Orlando. 3 trips in 5 years, but they didn't win in advance, so boom, they're out.
Well, you can win in advance. Thibodeau got fired.
Yep.
So I don't know that winning and advancing keeps your job.
So far it has in Minnesota, and that's what they care about.
But that's their thing. And then
it's an incomplete for the Jazz from their perspective. Got to wait and see how these next few years go and how that trade impacts winning.
I mean, I think the fact is that the fans want player investment in them because the fans give fan investment in the players. And I think that's across the board. But, we live in here, and that's what we're talking about, is these fans want investment back. And they didn't get it from Mitchell. They try to pump him up. Oh, he was raised right, and he was this and that. And then he didn't give it back.
He wanted out.
Gordon Hayward didn't give it back. They don't ask for much, but they never gave it back.
Right.
Or didn't give it back enough.
Just put in the time.
Yeah.
Play well while you're here, so they did give something back, because they did play well while they were here, but they weren't invested long term. And the fans here are invested long term, and the fans want the players invested in the same way.
Yeah, but playing well is not giving something back to the fans. That's giving something back to yourself.
No, it's both, isn't it?
No, it's clearly it's not. Because Gobert gave something back, and they love him to the ends of the world, and Mitchell is a bum. That's from their perspective. And when Gobert came back, we didn't need the owner to come on the radio that morning and say, hey, please don't boo this guy so we're not viewed as racist. He didn't have to do that, but clearly he had to do that. And I get why. I'm not criticizing that he had to do that, but that's what they did. Came on when Mitchell was coming back. People think we're racist already. Nobody wants to talk about it, but that's what they think. So please don't boo this man. But they didn't have to say it when Rudy came back because they knew that wasn't going to happen. So it wasn't about you. You play well for yourself. You didn't invest back into the fans from the fans' perspective. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious.